Wow.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. The Arcade Cabinet, a podcast by gamers for gamers. We have billtendo Chapata, Sharon the Painter, aka Eater, Harrington, and we have fieryfoxx, and we are the Arcade Cabinet crew. I guess I want to give a shout out to people that have survived the coronavirus. Unfortunately, about 2 weeks ago, I had the unfortunate pleasure of experiencing the coronavirus, and I just want to say to people that have it or are going through it, just be strong. And to doubters, it's real and it's far, far from the flu. So that's all I have. And anybody want to talk about what we're going to talk about for this episode of the Arcade Cabinet?
Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight or today, we're going to talk about what it is that you're looking forward to through Christmas and into the next year from gaming in general, whether it be a specific game that you're looking forward to, something yet to be announced, something that has been announced, a system, or anything. Just what it is that you're looking forward to. So, I guess I'll jump in first, and most predictably, next year is the 35th anniversary of Legend of Zelda. So, here's what I'm looking forward to. We know we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 next year. We know that's happening. The release date has been pushed and pushed. And I understand that we were actually supposed to be getting it right now, guys, for Christmas season this year, but COVID pushed it back, and I'm fine with that. Why not release Breath of the Wild 2 on Zelda's 35th year? I'm okay with that. You know what? Take a little more time, make me a quality game. I'm happy with that. I understand. What I'm looking forward to that I don't think we're going to get, and it breaks my heart because it's right there, it feels almost like you could touch it, is a Legend of Zelda 3D All-Stars. This year was Mario's 35th year, and they gave him 3D All-Stars. They gave him a Nintendo 64 version, GameCube version, and Wii version onto the Switch. It would be amazing if they could do that for Legend of Zelda. As far as like, give us Ocarina of Time, give us Twilight Princess, and give us Skyward Sword with traditional controls instead of motion controls for the Wii, and let us experience these games in a new way and open them up to a new generation. But in all honesty, I don't think they're going to do that because that would be two major Legend of Zelda releases in 1 year. It would actually end up being 3 major releases in less than a year. That would be 1 calendar year, but then they just released last week Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is a Dynasty Warriors style game in the theme of Legend of Zelda, which is a great game, and it's out of the main series, but that would put Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda All-Star, and Age of Calamity all within a 12-month period. And I don't think Nintendo wants to break it up like that, because if Nintendo showed us anything, it's that they have patience and they understand that a lot of people are only going to buy one Zelda game. A lot of people are only going to buy one Mario game if they both come out in the same year. You're not going to buy multiple games. I'll buy them, but most people aren't going to.
Check the mathematics. I like how you broke that down.
Yeah. I thought that the new Hyrule Warriors Calamity game had already come out.
The demo dropped about 3 weeks to a month ago.
Okay.
And it was a phenomenal demo. And as for Hyrule Warriors, there was a early version of it on the Wii U. Hyrule Warriors.
I have it.
But it was right. It's a great game. It doesn't play like a Zelda game. It plays like Dynasty Warriors. But this one is new on the Switch, Age of Calamity, and actually ties into the main Zelda story arc from Breath of the Wild.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that'd be cool. You know what? I would like to see it. I mean, I guess we got the PlayStation 5. It's out. We got the Xbox Series X. It's out. And maybe it's just me going a little bit backward. I wouldn't mind seeing another Sonic Mania, a Sonic Mania Part 2. Because they did such a good job recreating those levels. Like, they had like the first level, and then they would do like the second level, which was kind of like a rehash of it all. And they did such a good job with the soundtrack. I want to see more levels get redone, you know?
Right.
I want to see the Emerald Zone get redone, and, you know, Starlight Zones, the Spring Yard Zone. I want to see more levels, you know, and, you know, they did a really good job with Mania. I don't know if you haven't played it out there, I say pick it up. It's cheap, you know. I mean, billtendo, he can probably get it for you also.
I got it.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a great game, you know. I mean, I'd just like to see more levels done, you know, with it. And add the Knuckles characters in. Well, actually, those characters are already in the game. But there's just so many other levels that I would just like to see them redone, you know, and in the same style, you know, keep the same 16-bit graphic gameplay, because I thought it worked really well with that. And that's all I got on that. I mean, I see the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series. Yeah.
So Mania comes out, and they give you a nice, fresh wrapper on an older game. It really makes you enjoy it. It looks better. It sounds better. It plays a little better. And you're like, damn it, I want more. Right?
That's right.
That's how the game companies get us.
There you go. Shout out.
For some realism.
Shout out to... No, I was just going to say...
What? Yeah.
No, I was going to say Sonic, 1 billion in sales. Was it 1 billion?
Yeah.
1 billion in sales.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yep.
That's massive. That's crazy. But I mean, I would love to see some more Sonic Mania. You know, those guys did a really good job coding that. And I say make more.
What about you, fieryfoxx? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the continual pushback of Cyberpunk and how it's never going to come back.
Hey, what is it, like 8 days now it's supposed to be?
It'll be 8 days until the end of time.
Right.
If it's just 8 more days, people will be on board for the 8 days.
I'm actually looking forward to playing that, though.
Jenny,
waiting for it to come out because...
Now, answer me a question. Do you think the people that want this game are riding super hard for it? Every time it gets pushed back, they're like, that's fine. It's fine. You guys are stupid for getting upset.
No, I think they get mad as hell, and they're like, you said it was going to be released 3 months ago. They're like, this game is horse shit.
So you
I
think
saw
they're
a meme the other day that was like, we never actually had a game in development. We just wanted to hang out with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Like, that's exactly it. There was no game. It was just a scanner to constantly scan and take pictures of Keanu.
Maybe they're going to release it with the Matrix 4 next year, next December 2021. I guess whenever it comes out, I'll be ready for it. But it looks like it's a pretty interesting game.
It does. It's got a very Blade Runner looking feel to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. It does. You know, I think 2077. That's crazy. It's gotten my attention, basically. You know,
They
I think about
77 because that's a real release date.
So you guys think it's a ploy to build anticipation?
100%.
Gotcha.
Probably. It's good marketing, man. Everybody, you know why? You know it's good marketing? Because we talking about it right now.
Exactly.
And that's what good marketing is.
Either that or they're like literal ghosts living in that machine.
Yeah. I could go either way. I'm happy with either answer in that.
Same.
So what I'm looking forward to is unfortunately, we really can't do much traveling, but all the pictures and all the hype, I am looking forward to. Hopefully, I don't know if the vaccine that alters people's DNA is going to start turning people into zombies, but God willing, we could travel and I can go to Japan and check out this Super Mario situation. I've seen the videos of and pictures of the Mario Kart amusement side of the park, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I seen that. That looks pretty cool. I think they were supposed to be making one also at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
It's like over here somewhere.
So there is something going on at Universal. It's either Universal or Disney. I think you're right. It is Universal. As foolish as this is, and I don't want to really admit this part, my brother had a certain situation. He's at Disney right now, which I don't think was a great idea. But at the same time, he did send me pictures, and they had some Nintendo themed stuff going on there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he's been back for a few days. Probably wasn't very advisable to go, but at the same time, I got some really cool pictures out of him going. You know,
yeah, Universal's really pushing that Nintendo Land,
So
and I think it's a really good idea.
it is Universal, right? In Japan, is it Universal themed, or
I'm not sure.
I
I know over here in the States, it's Universal Studios. That's doing it. You know, and I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised they hadn't done it already. But I mean, I think the timing is right for that. You know, I mean, Nintendo is like a $1 billion corporation.
and they're 35?
yeah,
You know,
they're not just making mahjong anymore.
yeah. And you think about it, it would go great with the 35th anniversary Super Mario. Now you're talking about Link. So all these games are hitting these major milestones.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then we're all adults. Yeah. When we came out, I mean, what were we, like 8, 9, 10 when Nintendo came out?
Yeah.
And now we're actually old enough to go to it ourselves. Like, oh man, you could run around in Super Mario World, you know, and now you can. Or drive around on what's the game?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Now you can.
Yeah. They should have
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm looking at it online right now. It's set to open on February 4th, although it may not. Anyway, that didn't work, but it looks amazing. The one in Japan is supposed to open February 4th.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
I like what I saw. And I'm going to do the billtendo math. So you figure if they get the COVID vaccine, so it's about December. So about February, March time frame, people have a little bit more confidence to go out and travel. So
I think the important thing is that it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm glad it's coming, but, you know, not to get heavy off topic here, man. I read a report just the other day, and it was thoroughly vetted and checked, and it's apparently this COVID vaccine, the one that's leading the way right now, has like a 15% extremely visible side effect.
Whoa.
Like, you can see people having side effects. See them with your eyes. Side effect symptoms in 15% of people. Dude, that is high.
That is high. And the one thing that that I'm not too keen on is because I had mild symptoms and they sucked, is you have to take two shots and you're gonna get the symptoms, the mild symptoms. So I'm good. But back to the theme park. What if they had a Mike Tyson? You get knocked out by a virtual Mike Tyson or something like that. That'll be cool.
Yeah, why not?
He need to go knock out the coronavirus.
Why not? Your boy from the NBA got knocked out by a freaking wannabe Glass Joe.
Oh my goodness.
How you get knocked out by Jake Paul?
2020.
Yeah.
It's a crazy year, man. It's wild. I'm ready for it to be over.
Speaking of the PlayStation 5, we were talking about the supply and demand, and Bill, you were talking about how some of these Amazon, how do you call them? Well, people that are selling, vendors on Amazon are scamming people.
Well, they're not scamming, because scamming would imply that you give them money and you get nothing for your money. They're scalpers. So much like the Nintendo Switch, they set up bots to automatically scan the internet, and if they are available, they buy them, and then they resell them at hugely inflated prices. I know my Facebook marketplace is covered with them. I'm sure in your locations they are as well. If you go on Facebook Market, look under video games, you're going to see a dozen PS5s for $1,000 to $1,500. They bought them with bots. Like I was telling you guys before we started recording, in the UK, there was a group of just a couple people, and they used bots to buy over 5,000 PS5s, which is, a little bit over $2 million. But they bought them, and they've been selling like crazy, because you would think, that price is way too high because you're doubling and tripling the price. But if you go on eBay and click on the sold listings for PS5, there are hundreds and hundreds of them that have been sold since release date for anywhere between $900 and $1,600. Wow. People are buying them for that much. So this group stands to make in pocket, after their initial investments were moved, around $4 million. And that's just one small group in the UK. If there's multiple groups like that, say here and in the UK, that's why you can't get on and buy one from bestbuy.com, because of people like that.
I can wait.
I resell games, I resell consoles, and I see nothing wrong with that, because I try to give people a decent value. I don't try to triple my money off of each item, especially a brand new item that's going to be restocked in the store in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. I've kind of surpassed that part of my life where I have to be the first one with it.
Yeah.
I remember when the original PlayStation came out, I was the first one on the coast, I think, that had one. Nobody even knew what it was.
I remember that.
It was September 1995, September 30th. I remember the day I went and got it, 1995. Babbage's and Slidell. They were doing $100 system trade-in. I had a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, and I went and got a cheap Sega Genesis from the pawn shop for like $20. And all it had to have was like 9 games. And by the time I was done, the PlayStation was $300. I only had to wind up paying like $15 in tax. And I walked out with a PlayStation. And that's how I bought my first one. And have since gotten another Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, with the same games I gave away.
Well, you're also one of the few people that I know that have a Neo Geo. And I do remember, I credit myself for taking you to get that PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Because I wouldn't have been able to, because my car wasn't going to make it. We went in the Jeep. I remember that. I gave you Mark, let's go to Slidell. Let's go to the mall. I want to pick up the system. Oh, your word? Like, yeah, man. Yeah. I want to get a PlayStation.
Mark threw on his cross colors jacket, and he was ready to go.
Look, they had my name on it and everything. I was like, look, if I don't come pick it up today, y'all can sell it. Because they were holding it for me, so I had to get it on that day. Otherwise, it was gone. And I think I was having car trouble at that time. And like Mark came around in a Jeep, and we took off, went to Louisiana, came back with a PlayStation, and didn't have nothing but a demo disc.
Yeah,
it was a nice demo disc. Ridge Racer, Wipeout, Rayman.
I still have it. I still have it.
PlayStation and PlayStation 2 had the best demo discs. Those jam-packed discs. Yeah. Come on, man. You got like 3-4 levels of a game and like 5 or 6 different games on that disc. It was awesome.
Dreamcast did the same thing when they came out.
Yeah, they did.
They would pack a lot of them because I still have those discs. And they had like games on them. And that's how I knew what to buy. I wish I had the one that had Resident Evil, but I don't know if that ever released or what. But the game eventually came out, but yeah.
So,
sorry, go ahead, Mark.
No, I'm sorry about that. I was going to say, what is the benefit? So we're into a new year, but what is the benefit of paying $16 up to thousands of dollars for a place or even the highest?
To say that you have it.
That's it. I'd wait. Just the yapping about it. That's it.
PlayStation 5.
It doesn't, like, who cares, man? Like, oh, great, you got a PlayStation 5? What you playing? Oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla? My stepson's playing it on PS4. It's the same damn game.
I know, right?
How much you pay for that? $1,500. You pay $1,500 to play the same game that my stepson paid $48 for? What are you?
Imagine in the month after they pay for it and the novelty wears off. Imagine how they're going to come down from, like, damn, I paid an extra $800 for this machine when I could have paid my mortgage.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm so glad I waited on my Switch because, you know, didn't have to spend $1,000 for it. I just waited for them to have more.
Right. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Tell me you got you the Animal Crossing model.
I did.
I knew it. You know what? If you'd have tried to buy that one a month ago, before Nintendo reissued them, they were going for like $800.
I know. I saw them online, $1,200. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
And then Nintendo did not even advertise that they were reissuing them. There was a press release put out after they were already shipped to stores. Like, a buddy of mine was in Target and messaged me. He's like, dude, the shelf is full of Animal Crossing Switch. Should I buy them all? And I'm like, no, if your shelf's full of them, after, like, you know, a year of these things being sold out, Nintendo's shipping them out everywhere. And they did. And good for them, because then, like, obviously Jenny wanted Animal Crossing Switch, and she got it at a reasonable price with a factory warranty and everything.
Yeah. It isn't always the first versions. They're always buggy, and they find flaws.
They tend to be.
Yes. Switch's problem with the V1, people are already, if you're buying and selling used Switches, people want the V2, which the only difference is a serial number will tell you a slight change. It has a slightly better battery. It'll last, instead of 6 hours, it'll last 7 hours. Just slightly better, but that's about the only thing with that. But, you know, you get in the Xbox and PlayStation,
the circle of
it
death.
got a lot of big changes. Oh, Xbox 360 had the red ring of death. PS3, the fat units that were backwards compatible had the thermal paste issue that would yellow light of death damn thing. And we go through cycles with this.
Yeah. Hey, look, I look at it like this. It's a chess game. If the pawns want to spend $1,500, let them do it.
Oh yeah, they got the money.
Right, go for it. I mean, I say kudos. I'm not against it, but I'm not gonna spend.
I'm not against it either, man. It gives me somebody to laugh at, because I ain't gonna laugh at the person that can't afford it. No. Not at all, because I've been that person my whole life.
Right.
I was poor as shit growing up. But I'm going to laugh my ass off at the dude that paid $1,500 for a PS5. That's going to be some good comedy around my dinner table.
Because, like, what is the average time frame that you have that upper advantage before, like, you know, supply meets that demand? And it's like...
Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras. What's that? 2 months from now?
February, yeah.
Cancel. New Orleans canceled Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Dude, remember we had Mardi Gras 3 months, what was it, 5 months after Katrina? We had nothing but, there was still dried mud in the streets of New Orleans. We still had Mardi Gras. No Mardi Gras this year.
You know what I was thinking about? I haven't seen the videos. Remember the videos, Black Friday? And I haven't seen the videos of people getting knocked out for PlayStations and Xboxes and hearing about people getting jacked. Is that because of Rona?
Yeah, probably. I would think so.
Yeah, I think that with the coronavirus, nobody is really getting close to anybody else. And a lot of these things, like say with Best Buy, they're doing like curbside pickup, so they're bringing them out to people. So yeah,
nobody's getting jacked curbside. Okay.
Nah.
No, I would also like to point out that 90% of the people I know that did Black Friday shopping this year did it online.
Online, yeah.
I don't know. I think I know one person that actually went out and went Black Friday shopping. everybody else did it online.
Yeah, right. Smart. Why leave your house when you can just do it right here and save money?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
actually,
Yep.
Bill, question: How's the Wii Fit prices looking right now? You still selling them for $1? Is it going up? Supply and demand.
The demand's not there yet. I have a chart over here somewhere. There's a chart and where I'm tracking my Wii Fit collection of 15 boards and 35 games. And one day I'm really going to take off on that. But right now we're just kind of riding along the bottom. Started on the bottom and I'm still on the bottom. So we'll see how it turns out.
Man. Trending. So, ladies and gentlemen, another episode. Definitely comment. Let us know what you're looking forward to, what games you're looking forward to. And I'm curious to know if anybody will actually, once we're all in the clear, travel to go see the Super Mario World. And Bill, I'm hoping that you and Sharon are right, because I would definitely want to see that stateside. That would be awesome.
It's coming. I've already seen it.
So any last comments before we end another episode of the Arcade Cabinet?
Well, you can catch me on Sharon Art on Facebook and also Sharon's Quarter Challenge on Fridays. I'm here video gaming, so check it out. Am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Doesn't really matter. It's all on how you play the game. That's what I say.
People love your quarter challenge, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. I like watching them.
Oh, good, because there's another one going on tonight. Well, Friday night.
And what about you, Bill? You're not gonna shortchange anybody as far as packaging.
Nope. So if you guys are looking for any video games, consoles, you're looking for a fancy controller, I have flight sticks for PS1. I have fight sticks for Super Nintendo in the boxes. I have all kinds of stuff. I have all kinds of games, anything you're looking for. Just check out thearcadecabinet.com. If you're looking for a game, system, something, you don't see it on there, you message me. You let me know, because I'm sure I do have it. And if you use the coupon code TAC2020, you can take $10 off your first order.
Oh, there you go. You go. And ladies and gentlemen, you can catch us on all major platforms, all major streaming platforms, and please comment. Let us know what you think, and suggest anything you want us to talk about. And ladies and gentlemen, we are the Arcade Cabinet. Thank you for listening.